Stevie and welcome to Sexting 101. We're gonna discuss what to do, what not to do, privacy, and how to jerk off your casual sexting partner using only the power of your words, typed on a tiny pocket computer. First thing I want to ask is, why the fuck are you sharing other people's nudes? Well, because we've been dating for almost 3 years. That's not okay. Oh, I just want to show my friends. They're not gonna tell anyone. That is not an okay thing to do. Because the pictures are so hot and I've never banged someone this hot before. That's a terrible reason. Because I asked them if I could and they said it was pretty flattering. That's actually totally fine. It makes it kind of hot. Because they sent me an unsolicited dick pic and I wanted to report it. Oh, put that shit all over the walls. Not only do you have to have permission to send someone nudes of them to someone else, you also have to have permission to send nudes to someone of you. Not really sure how I feel about sharing unsolicited dick pics. Whitney Bell is an artist and activist from Los Angeles, and she recently did an installation in San Francisco, and it's an unsolicited dick pic gallery. I have mixed feelings. Tell me how you feel about it in the comments. If you don't have consent, don't share the pic. If you get a really hot pic of your casual sex partner and you really want to share it with your friends, just don't. Just don't do that. It's like how you don't spray Windex on your food. You just don't. Unless you have consent. For the pictures, not the Windex. With great power comes great responsibility. Sharing or posting explicit videos or photos of someone without their permission is a crime. And some teens have committed suicide after photos of them have been shared to their peers without their consent. Think about this realistically on every level, in every way. It is wrong to do to someone, no matter your reason, no matter how much they've pissed you off. In some cases, depending on where you live and how old you are, sexting is a crime. I do not think it should be. And telling teens not to do something because it's illegal doesn't really work anyway. I think you should be able to do whatever the fuck you want with pictures of your own fucking body. And it should only be a crime for someone else to share explicit photos of you without your permission. Actually, if you're underage, probably with it too. If someone does this to you, you did nothing wrong. It is not your fault, and that person is disgusting, and what they have done is illegal. But what if you sent them the pic? Listen, I don't know. I'm asking you because I don't know. Internet, listen to me. If someone else has shared your intimate images, it is not your fault. You are hot and amazing for sexting. I can't believe people are making you feel guilty for something that is clearly a very normal and arguably the safest way to express your sexual desires. I wish I could hug you. Yeah, but you are me, so it'd be hard for my editor to cut it together, so let's just not do that. Yeah, but they figured it out in the Parent Trap. Not a bad point. This is weirder than I thought it would be. How you actually sext though? How you sexty sext? How you sexty sext? How you sexy sext? Okay, you start by having a conversation about privacy. Oh, sorry, I've actually moved on to the part where you tell me how to get off by sexting. Okay, you've moved on, but I have not. You start by having a conversation with the person that you're sexting. You just be all like, yo, I'm gonna send you these like real cute pics of me, but like, you can't show them to anybody, okay? Because apparently you have to remind people not to do illegal things. It's like, what the fuck? Or like, these are for your eyes only, or something similar. Another idea I'm so obsessed with is from Annika Simmons that I saw on Twitter, and her idea is to watermark your nudes based on who you send it to, so if they ever leak or someone finds them, you'll be able to know who shared them. And possibly, if you want to report it to the police, you'll be able to prove who did it. I can't tell if this is a real suggestion. Oh, it's a real suggestion. Okay. So a lot, like really a lot, like at least 80 individuals asked me how to not make sexting awkward and if people actually like it / get off to it. First of all, yes, people actually get off to sexting, and second of all, sexting is so easy. You ready? Here's the tricks. I'm gonna give you the tricks. 5 things. First, say what you like. Second, give sexy compliments. Third, say what you want to do to them. 4, say what you've done to them in the past. And 5, say what you're gonna do to them in the future. So let's start from number 1. How do you start a sexting conversation? Okay, so if you've already banged, it's super easy to just like mention something that they were good at last time. You could say, I had so much fun last time. You're really good at multitasking, or going down on me, or ass play, or knowing what to do with my nipples. Anyway, just insert a thing that the person is good at. I'm not very good at knowing what I like, so how do I tell someone in a text? Sexting is a great way to figure out if something that you're curious about might be something that you're into. And it's so safe because you don't actually have to do it yet. And you're just kind of like talking about it and like fantasizing in the sexting scene. So you can even be as extreme as you want, as far as like further than you would even want to go in real life. Or you could just like dabble a little bit and be like, wow, this is not turning me on at all. This is not something I'm into. Free reign to talk about anything that you possibly could be into. You can role play while sexting. You can bring up toys that you've never tried. Also, like, I don't know about you guys, but like to me, if someone texts me like, hi, I've never tried insert thing here before, why don't you tell me about it? That's like fucking so hot, but I think it's just because I like talking about things too much. What am I saying? So another way to start things up is to frame it into a question, like, do you want me to call you daddy? Do you want to try butt stuff? I keep hearing really good things. Or how do you insert thing here? I'm honestly so bad at sexting. Why am I even making this video? I mean, I'm honestly making this video to tell you guys to stop fucking ruining people's lives by sending nudes of people to other people. My favorite thing to sext someone is, hey, wanna hook up? I'll be home soon, so you can meet me there. But like, that's me? What did you mean earlier when you said sexy compliments? So if someone is sitting with you at a family dinner, you can't really be like, hey, your titties are amazing, out loud. So this is your chance to do it privately. I'll be honest, I don't really appreciate the comedy. I'm trying to learn here. For example, you could just text, I love your titties. Or I really want to pet your arms. I love your butt and I would like one cheek on either side of my face. I really like dirty talk, but my partner doesn't know what to say. What do I do? You can tell them what to say. Your sex life will only get better and better once you figure out what you want and learn how to communicate those things. Say to your partner, call me, insert thing you want to be called. All they have to do is listen. Listening is so sexy. Oh my god, did I tell you that when I used to go into chat rooms and people would be like, want a cyber? And then they'd ask me, are you wet? And I didn't know what wet meant, so I'd be like, yeah, I just got out of the shower. I was real shocked 5 years later to figure out that like it was already creepy when I was, anyway, now I know what wet means. Do you know what wet means? Comment wet in the comments below if you do. So if you're still having issues and it's like super awkward, or you don't know what to do, or like you've never done it before, or whatever, I just downloaded this app called iPassion. It was free and it is so cute, and it's actually helped me with sexting people. So basically you answer questions about fantasies and turn-ons and turn-offs. You can play with your partner, a casual friend, or someone you're just newly flirting with and you just want to find stuff out about them. I practiced with Dannielle and I found out that she loves to eat ass. And also it's super safe because you can't send any photos to each other. So like it's a super safe way to explore yourself, and like they're the ones coming up with the things to say, and it's fucking great, and it makes you look so cool and sexy. And it'd be really cool for people who are shy or are really inexperienced at sexting. Anyone? Anyone? Just me? Okay. It's kind of a game, so the winner gets to pick a hot prize that the other one has to give to the other one. It's so cute. I love it and gave me lots of cute ideas, so the link's in the description if you want to download it. What if you're just not into sexting and the other person tries to start it up and you don't wanna? Ooh, that's a good one. You can just say, I was really into the real life sex we had and I'm not really into this text stuff, but if you want to show me something later that you've been thinking about, / whatever they're saying, then we should do it then. Boom, done. Now they're like never gonna sext you again. Does anyone actually get off by sexting? Of course people do. People masturbate while doing that, and masturbation is fucking great. If you've never tried it, 10 out of 10 would recommend. And that is like a really big part of sexting possibly for you. You could say what you're doing to yourself. Maybe you're touching yourself, or you're watching queer body positive feminist porn on the internet, or just tell them whatever you're doing, as long as it's not something not sexy, like sitting next to my mom. You know? Thank you guys so much for watching. Please go forth and be great at sexting and sext each other and have so much safe fun while not sharing other people's nudes, please. Also, you should tweet me your funny or not funny sexting stories because I want to read them all. I don't know when this video is going to go up, but I'm going to go to VidCon, so It was good seeing you there, if I did see you there, or I will see you there if this is before the, what is time? Thank you so much to iPassion for sponsoring this video. Link is in the description if you want to download it on iTunes or Google Play. Please download the app and click the link in the description because the YouTube algorithm has made it to where any queer content doesn't really make any money. And this is my job. So, me and all my other queer peeps really need our sponsors right now. Do what the fuck I say, guys. Thanks. So by downloading that app, you are directly supporting me making more sex videos. Wow. I really do have a dream job. And don't forget to subscribe. Once I hit 1 million subscribers, I'm going to make and release a sex tape, and that's a real thing I'm doing, so it's not a lie, I swear. Okay, bye. What is this leg doing? Is it moving back and forth in space and time?
Okay, we're just asking. What the fuck?
Weird. Link of this in. Can I not?